know that you guys were staying for one more round, so don't feel obligated to leave as soon as they get here. They know what's going on. Oh, Chubb's died anyways. No named?
No.
Mm-mm.
Man, Jar's taking some hits, huh? Guess I'll need to buff him up as well.
Okay, no heals loaded. Buffing the tank.
Yeah, Blackheart Pirates in the house, man. You don't see them too often, but maybe they're coming back for another go around. I did tell you that before.
Is that one B or one U or two CHUU? Yes.
That tank is staying for one last round, so welcome to come down now or wait for a few minutes. Okay, so yeah, I did say it.
Do what?
Nothing. Yeah, he just said he wished I had told him that before, that they were staying for one last round. I was just going back to make sure I did tell them, so maybe they just misunderstood.
Looks like he's ready to be repped by.
Alright, I'm gonna go start buffing up.
I can hammer off the next mob if you want to invite the necro.
It's up to you, man. I mean, when you're ready to go, we'll get him in there. He knows as well that you were staying one last round.
This will be the round, but I'll take off. Go ahead and grab him. This will probably be the round where Torp drops again.
Dude, if it does,
Be sad.
we won't tell you about it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
will.
you will.
I will. Okay, Chubbs is in.
It's buffed up as well.
Yep, I only have 2 buffs to put on him.
Tell you, those
Think-
rezzing and the buffing really drains me. I gotta get that clicky.
The buffing is what's killing me. I mean, that's really all I'm doing at the moment is buffing, and it takes every piece of mana from me.
That's worth it. Once he's buffed out, I see a difference. Remember, you're looting.
Yep.
Shix, if you get low, let me know.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take my macro out. The old hardcore candy dance.
Oh, all right, guys. At some point, we got to do this.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It just comes down to luck of the draw, getting in here at that right time, and today we did it. But congrats on that one item. 400
Congrats,
man.
man.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow or something.
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Night, man.
All right. Save me a torp.
All right.
Bye.
Alright,
Do
getting
you
haste.
remember by chance who was the last one up on gems before they dropped? Now that we got 2 new people in here.
Shix.
Shix was last, so that would be you, and then it starts over again. Okay.
Yep.
So I have 2 necromancers in my group, a shaman. I am
46 shaman.
I'm not gonna have full life on my hot bars over there on the left anytime soon. These guys are gonna drive me nuts.
You will never have full bars.
Even when they have full mana, I'm still not gonna see full bars over there.
Yeah, you really never have to heal me. I have my staff.
Yeah, only time I ever have to heal the necromancers or the shamans is when they get in over their heads. They get a few more ads on them than maybe they would have liked. Time for me to go as well later. All right, Bushido, get some rest, man. Thanks you for stopping by, and hopefully, if you can get that that computer up and running, let us know, man. We'd love to get you back in here. Broke DPS, man. We miss it. Hey, falling down, torpor hunting. We got one tonight, actually. The guy who just won a Jaro took off. He was a level 58 warrior. Looked like he could use, you know, it wasn't like he was hurting for equipment or anything like that, but there was definitely pieces in the game that he could buy with that kind of cash, so. Are we going in? Yeah, we got one. I rolled some big numbers on it too. I was kind of proud. I got very close to winning that. Out of 100, I rolled a big fat goose egg.
Yep.
So I was close. I thought for sure I was gonna win. When I got that 0, I was psyched.
Man, these pets. I'm sure they're gonna help a ton.
They're already kicking some butt. Yeah, I was the first one to roll too. So for the very first time, I was the winner on Twarper for about 2 seconds. Nobody had beat me yet, so it felt good.
This is why I have a candy macro. I should not have.
Like the richest man ever for a second there. Yeah, it does. Torpor does change lives.
Oh, Cone of Mystics.
Oh, nice. Unfortunately, I think I have it in the bank. You got one on you?
No.
Well, link it into your randoms. I'll random mine just in case I don't have it.
Yeah, I'll that's what this guy here is gonna drop.
Yeah, there is a guild. I think it was Aftermath. They were telling me that the rule on that one is if you roll a 0, you automatically win. And we had we had even talked about it earlier that day because Shix rolled a 0, and we're like, oh man, maybe we should put that in the rules. I like that idea too, because especially when you have, you know, random all the way to 1,000 or 777, and you get a 0.
I think that works with us. It is very hard to pull off that roll with a.
Well, I mean, unless you specify it when people join. Yeah, if you specify it when people join, then they know what's going on.
Got 67.
55. Chubb's got an 83. Big numbers.
Yep.
That's a great wisdom item right there. 50 mana. You can't pass that up. 5 intel, 5 wisdom. But Cypher has a. Can you open the doors? You got left outside.
I'm gonna loot it for Chubbs.
Commander has a weapon.
That is another Skyfire, I think. Or it's the two-hander, but it looks like Skyfire because of the way the blade goes down to the 2 points.
Oh, I thought for a second there you're going to be like, well, because of the blood glistening off of the edge of it. Lamentations of the women.
Could be Swordbreaker too, I guess. I don't know what that looks like though. I don't even know why I'm casting that.
Oh yeah, getting some of that special necro crack. Love it. We got 2 necros in here. It's kind of a weird combo.
That's not a Sword of Skyfire.
Ooh.
Not a great sword either.
No, I mean, is that...
That's good for pets because that'll make them hit for 60 damage even at...
Let me look that up. I'm kind of curious. Jarseth Battle Sword sells for about 50 plat.
Yeah, but I'm honest. If you put that on your pet, and a pet that hits for 10 to 15 damage will hit for 60 every time.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one. I don't have a pet.
I'll loot it then if nobody wants it.
100 plat. As you know, it says 50 to 100. Most of them were 50. You might be able to find somebody willing to pay that. Mind if I loot for pet later when I'm soloing? I would say by all means.
Alright, I'm gonna grab it. If somebody minds, then I'll... Can't even target that guard that he is attacking.
What do you guys feel about P99 being greed before need? Well, thankfully, I'm very lucky in the regard that I have a lot of good friends who play this game, met them through this game as well. Start Ruby, that is your loot, I believe, Cypher, and then it starts over again. in the groups that we form together, it's always need before greed for us. Unless it's a big ticket item and you're in a pickup group. But, I mean, you got to understand, Torpor is game changing for everybody. You know, whether you need it or not, you can sell it and make a lot of money off of it. So you're going to have to roll on it. You know, that's just kind of the way it is. Same thing we were talking about. There was a monk in a pickup group. Didn't know any of the people he was with in KC. And a T-staff dropped. And he didn't wait for the rolls. He just looted it and felt like he was entitled to it because it was an upgrade for him. He lost on the random after they did random and refused to give it up. I think a GM got involved and they had to, you know, refund the item to the person who needed it and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. The thing is here, things that go for 40 or 50 or 100K, those items are helpful for everybody. It's game changing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, say you're an ALS. I mean that's a big. I mean, you can buy from your own guild. Still, that kind of item is game changing for one of their monks. If they were to sell it to a monk within their guild, however they do their selling. And then that person who sold it to their guildie would probably be able to then buy something.
But for us, like I said, I mean, if that had dropped, if we had been in this group with Cypher and it had been all of us here and I had rolled, I would have just given it to Cypher. I'm not a big pixel person. I've did that the first time around and I like, you know, just grouping with people. And that would have made his character so much more epic to have Torpor than to not have it. And, you know, we give each other stuff all the time, but pick up stuff.
That's the same.
Gotta understand.
If Shix had his monk whenever we T-staff, I would have given it to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been working on trying to get that for a while now.
And we've done
And
that too
I just
before.
happened to get it. It was one of those things where I walked into the zone and the thing was up. And I killed it solo. People were looking at me crazy whenever I did. And I then had a 50K item for the first time in my life on the server.
Right. I was kind of the same way when I got in here. The very first time I went to CE, the Hierophant Cloak dropped. And for those of you not quite aware on the stats on that, it's actually really nice. Let me scroll up. I think I still have it up here somewhere.
If not, I can link it to you.
No, I think I linked it a couple times. Yeah, if you can link it to me so I can show them. This is what I have been wearing since like level 20, maybe. I mean, I've been wearing it for a while now. And this is the Hierophant Cloak. So you can see right off the bat, 4 Charisma versus my 4 Charisma better. 10 AC versus 7 AC. Doesn't have the Resisted Cold, but like who really cares on that one? And then, you know, the extra straight up hit points and mana. So it's hands down 1,000 times better. And when I first got here, one of those dropped, and I was like, oh, it's an upgrade for me. But everybody random. Couldn't hold it against him because that thing sells for about 10K. And that's an upgrade for everybody. 10K is definitely an upgrade somebody can spend something on.
Bowling's the one who was with us earlier, right?
Who?
Bowling.
Bowling was with us earlier.
Yeah, the rogue.
Mm-hmm.
He just won a Sky Shrine.
You just want a what?
Sky Shrine tunic.
Oh, dude, congrats.
Breastplate. Yep.
It's a good night for these people, man. They're having fun.
Well, I mean, he spent a lot of DKP, but still, he was able to get it.
Old school lurker, don't people all roll in the plate house too? They do now because we set it up that way, so everybody can walk away with something that they can give to an alt, MQ, or whatever. In the early days when we did our raids in the arena, we would make it where you can only roll on the loot that is for your tune. And people were fine with that too. You just kind of have to specify early on. Don't let people walk into it unknown and, you know, get mad down the road. Same thing here. If we had told people that, you know, random 1 through 100 or 0 through 100 and 0 wins if you get it, people would be okay with that if you just let them know. Either if they weren't okay with it, they wouldn't join your group. So if you got some weird rules or if you want to do need before greed, you can make that a rule. as long as the majority of the people in the group are down for it, and the new people you get into it know ahead of time. With that said, you can watch plenty of our videos where something drops. We've given away Obelisk Death Shrouds, robes, I mean, pretty much anything that ever falls in our group. If somebody actually says, hey, that's an upgrade, would you guys mind? The answer is almost always yeah. Go grab it, dude. Take it. Better that it's an upgrade for you than ending up in one of our banks or alts that we don't even really play. But I don't begrudge anybody who plays otherwise, you know. That's why I'm poor. That's why I have no money to buy my epic pieces. No money to get a port most of the time. Like, it does take money to buy gems for your paradots, and, you know, it's a costly game sometimes. Bowling Ball the Rogue. Yeah, I think he was the Rogue.
Yep. That's a very nice item.
Like, yeah, it is. Does he have the faction for it, you think? Oh, the gems are going to cost him a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's going to be able to get it fine.
Don't forget to loot these things. We got to do another one of those plate house too. Those were fun.
Yeah, they're fun every time. The higher I get, the more I mean, once I get 50 and get that slow to hit, that's my 75% slow.
That'd be our jam in there then.
Mm-hmm.
Take a shaman, a cleric, an enchanter, and a warrior, and we will be just golden. Anybody else who comes out will just kind of augment the DPS, but
yeah, I'm gonna try to take a little bit of time, probably weekend, and work out my triggers, because I want to make sure that that I don't have to keep asking for how people's buffs are.
usually a good group will defer most of the gems to the cleric in a group at least. That's how it was on live on the server I played. Like, all the gems used to go to the cleric. Somewhere along the way, they found out just how much clerics were making, because we weren't giving that information out. I know I wasn't. I would stay in Sev for like a week before I went back to town, and when I went back to town, I would have an entire backpack just stacked with gems and turn it in, and I would have like 20k from all those cells. Yep. Now people know how much those are worth, and you know, it's rotation. If you're lucky, you get in the rotation. Hopefully enough gems drop that you get a little bit. But yeah, he ain't walking away with all the gems. Heck no. That's not a thing on this one. I enjoyed it while I had it. Not a second time.
Well, there are still certain gems that are done.
Yeah, the cheapy ones, you know, like the fire opals or something. Those are like 20 plat a piece, so they usually toss them your way as extra.
Yeah.
Though even in a rotation, if you're fighting in the right room, like Disco, especially in G, in here, the gems have been dropping a lot tonight. So even with the rotation we're going through, when I do finally sell those gems, I will probably make enough to cover the paradots. Where some of these other classes, like the warrior, he's not really expending any money by fighting unless he's using charges on things. And so he's going to walk away with a profit. Clerics, they kind of break even. Enchanters probably in the hole. They tend to use paradots even more than I do.
The experience is going to be going much faster now since we're clearing the hole.
Eating through my mana a little bit, but it should be good.
Getting slows more often. I am 67% into level. This is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, you might actually get another level tonight, man. I think this is better than Blood Gills and better loot.
It's definitely better loot. Blood Gills, it's one of those things that you are non-stop killing. There is not one moment that I am not killing whenever I'm doing Blood Gills.
I mean, remember, you gotta loot these things. But yeah, I understand that the non-stop killing thing may seem like you're getting better experience, but you're killing higher level mobs here.
Oh.
I think you're actually making more, but that'd be the determination you would have to make since you've actually killed those things over there by yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I grinded through level 45 in uh, well, I went from half into 44 into 45, half into sleep. And then today I've gone from 45 to 46, almost to 47. And these are supposed to be harder levels to get experience in. Especially 45. It's supposed to take a long time to get. And I was trioing, and I still got good enough experience to almost get to 46 at Blood Gills.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as solo goes, it's the best route.
Well, you know, most of the time when people ask where to go at 45 and we say City of Mist or Seb, or not Seb, but City of Mist or Soul B, Seb's not on the list. Yeah, we don't go like, to go to Seb at 45. I'm sure the experience here would be amazing, but you're not really going to find a group at 45.
Yeah. Alright, I need to...
45 is definitely a hell level. It's one of the first real hell levels you get to. 35 is kind of rough too. This is the first one you're going to come to that will make you really reconsider whether that class you're playing is something you really want to put the time and effort into to get to 60. Then you start hitting 45 and you start wondering, where do I want to spend the next month? Because you're going to be there for a while unless you power through it. Soul P is a great place to do that. A lot of mobs, not very many people these days. You'll tend to find a group here and there, but there's a lot of times you go into Soul B and it's empty, which is great. It's great for soloing. It's great for, you know, forming your own group and kind of going in there and wrecking the whole zone. Yeah.
I should probably move, huh? And I'll go ahead and check too.
City of Mist, on the other hand, is phenomenal for finding groups. No matter what time of the day or night you go there, there's going to be groups going on. Kind of sucks, though, because if you're going to play peak hours, you might have to wait a little bit to get into one of those.
I should probably not mention my level. No,
I mean, not until you want to, like, let them know you need a replacement and be like, oh, you guys are
until
fine.
I win a Torpor. Until I win a Torpor, and then they say...
Be like, I can use this at 15 levels.
Man, already... I feel that we're going through this so fast. But then people ask for buffs, and I know that they're hour-long buffs. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Of course, they could have probably got dispelled too.
It's because it's such a wonderful area with so many mobs. And there's always a chance that another name, like you go to Seb, and you go into, say, like Disco. Disco is a great area. It has a number of names that can spawn down there. But there will be entire days where you'll go down there and spend hours and not see one named. It happens quite regularly. Down here, you don't really see that because there's a chance for a name in every single one of these rooms. There's a chance for a named right down that hallway. There's a chance for a named over in the Emperor area. There's just a chance for a name everywhere you turn.
Yeah. This is, I think I'm going to try whenever I get up to higher solo this area. I asked that shaman that was sitting in the corner, if he's ever tried to solo the Emperor, and he says no. But if I can get so to win, yeah, I don't know. It's the 60 mob is.
I think it's completely possible if the room is broken. If you're 60 and the room is broken.
Yeah.
Your slow should have a better chance at landing, and even if the slow doesn't land, you should be able to root it. I mean, you would want to make sure, if that's the only room you're taking, you have 20-something minutes to take that room, right? So you would want to make sure...
Yeah, you would definitely want to separate the Emperor and the other mobs that spawn, making sure that he is by himself or period of time.
so that you can get full mana every single time you fight that guy and not have to worry about ads either on the back end or the front end of that spawn.
Yeah.
And just kind of keep track of it, because you may have to space out the very first few mobs every single time they spawn.
That's a situation where Twerp plus potions would probably come in handy. Like potions, keep those on you. Maybe get some root things so you can root mobs quickly in the case of an ad. And that's how monks do it.
So Mystic Mayhem says, I used to play this in 2002, 2003. I'm tempted to play again. I would give it a shot. I mean, if you're a big fan of Everquest, Project 1999 will take you back to those original days. The low-level community, mid-level community is all very healthy. You will find people in Unrest, Mistmore, like every place you go to, you're going to find people in this game. Peak hours, you'll find upwards of, anywhere from 800 to 1,200 players on. On off hours, it goes down sometimes to 600 to like 900. But there are several European guilds, so if you do play late, you can get into Clue or Europa. There's a few of them for you to pick from. And they do raids as well. P99 is cool because it's free and no one trains and no one hacks. Well, you got 2 out of 3 on that one. No one hacks, because if they catch you, you're gone. No real money transfers either. Otherwise, you will lose everything. It is a amazing community. It is free, as I said before, but there are trains. There's definitely trains. Mistmore is train central. KC is train central some days. But then it was on live. Like, those are just the way those zones work. And they have a certain amount of charm to them just because, you all hated it on live when people would trade you and it would kill you. And now when you come back to it, for some reason, don't ask me why. Maybe we're just a bunch of sadists and masochists. I don't know. But we find it charming the second time around. Happens less often, though. Happens a little less often. I think most of the people coming back have played the game before. They know how trains work, and they know the reception you get from doing trains too often, especially not calling them. Let's see, what kind of computer do you need these days to run this game? Well, to give you an idea, this game came out in 1999, and it worked on computers back then, so if your computer was made in like the last 10 years, it's going to run the game. You don't need a lot of power to run this game. Absolutely
not. The wrong person. Oops.
As long as you're not using a Commodore 64, you should be good.
Actually, someone in the guild was talking about trying to get a guildie into the chat, into voice, and they said he can't. He's on Windows XP.
So you could use a really old computer. And, man, CRT monitor and everything take you back old school. Definitely. One thing you will notice on this version of EverQuest versus the older one, because you no longer use those CRT monitors, the zones that used to be super dark, like Kithakor Forest, aren't as dark anymore. And they know about the issue. They're trying to work on it. They're trying to fix it because, monitors are just different. They have to program it in there somehow. And their attempts to do so haven't been highly successful, so maybe one day. I hope they do, because that was something kind of cool about exploring this game for the first time. Is what time was it, right? Am I going to be running through Kith in the middle of the night with all the undead that are roaming around, and I can't see jack? I need a light stone. Humans couldn't see anything. Like, it was cool. It was kind of a cool effect to throw in there. I've never seen a game make that as big of a part of exploring as EverQuest did. Hey, Juicebox. Man, did you have a good day? Cypher won a torpor. No, I'm just kidding.
Not gonna say anything.
He got the roll on it, though. He got to taste it. Rolled it around in his fingertips.
I saw it.
He was the very first one to see it, too. He laid eyes on it, and nobody else even knew it was there. He got to like giggle to himself a little bit.
I even said, "Oh my god," like 3 times
Did.
or something like that.
He did actually. You could go back and watch it after we're done here, and it archives the video. Oh my god!
That's gonna be weird.
Everybody went back and said that too, man. Once you posted it, did you see the chat? I had my filter on, and I could not see a word people were saying because people were losing their shit.
That's awesome.
They're like, I can't believe that drop. Cypher couldn't believe that drop. Nobody could.
I mean, we were talking about it too. And, that's the only time I remember that it can't probably. I mean, I'd like to see it again tonight.
Positive, man. Positive thinking. You're gonna see it tonight. You're not only gonna see it tonight. You're gonna make love to it tonight, man.
I'm gonna win it.
Right. You're gonna get that spell. You're gonna take it back to your place. Make a. You
know. I'm gonna make love to it. Wait. Yeah.
As long as you mimic and you don't have to give it to somebody else, what you do with it in the privacy of the hotel suite inside Felwith is up to you.
Man, if I could win toward that, that's one less huge hurdle to get over.
Oh heck yeah, man.
Oh, you got her?
Mm-hmm. Got Celestial.
Alright, do a little. You're
good.
Oh, hello. Hey.
What's up?
Oh, I got summoned. That's what happened.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on? I don't see anybody's life really dropping all that much, but it sounds like something's gonna happen.
Well, now he's gonna hit me just a little bit more.
Crushbow trains were invented. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I forgot all about them. Jeez. Yeah, you're gonna see tons of trains in Crushbone. You're gonna die from even more of them, even ones you don't see, while you have your back turned and nobody called it, and all of a sudden you just die.
That last night we were in the City of Mist, and we were going good. We had a cleric, we had Octo as tank, and I was there as my shaman, and then someone trained out from the top floor or the second floor, and it came straight out through that tunnel, and they were on the bridge fighting a mob, and they just got, it was like watching people get mowed over by cows or something that's cowish. Is there something on there?
There is a girdle of piranhas. I'll look that one up real quick.
But link it in the group.
Oh, now I gotta find out if it's worth anything.
Well, before you link it to the group?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It's worth about 400 plat. Yeah, I gotta let them know if it's worth their time, or if it's just gonna be a junky junk spell that everybody should just pass on.
Yay, 48.
22. Big bucks, big bucks.
Nice.
Nice. Commodore 64, right? Nice name drop right there. MacBook Air. That's the one he's using, right? MacBook Air. I don't know MacBooks, unfortunately, but I think the statement still stands. If it is not more than 10 years old, a guarantee will run Everquest. If it's more than 10 years old, there's still a really good chance that it will still run Everquest.
You just have to, get a Windows thing, a thing where you can run Windows, and if you can do that, then you can play Everquest.
That's not necessarily true. If you look out on the forums under Project 1999, the last time I looked under there was a walkthrough for Mac users themselves. And
oh, really?
I don't remember the process because I don't have a Mac and I never have, but from what I understood talking to other Mac users out there, you don't necessarily have to have an emulator on your Mac. So I would check it out if you're interested, and maybe a little complicated, and then again, it may not. I hope it's not. More accessible the game is, the better.
Yeah.
You guys locked me out.
Did you?
You guys locked me out. You guys are mean. I want to be part of the party. What happened to my invitation? I brought a gift and everything. Guys made me cry. Let's see. Long day at work.
I don't know why I'm dancing around and doing stuff. He has a buff that's going to be coming up in a minute.
But now you're home, man. Now you're home and able to relax. Running through Kithical Forest on a corpse run at night, dude. You are not kidding. That was one of the scariest things ever. At least with that zone, you could hug the wall. The zone right outside Kazakh Thul, and I don't know why you could never remember the name of the zone. Cypher, maybe you can help me with it. Zone right outside Kazakh Thul. The swampy... Right
Firot.
Firot, right. If you're running through that zone used to be incredibly dark too. You couldn't just follow the wall because one wall would lead you to Kazakh Thul where all the lizards were holding out. The other wall would lead you to the Fat City guys.
Oh, Gok.
Yeah, and you didn't want to run over there.
Oh, and you didn't want to run through the middle because of the Dark Assassin.
Yeah. So you would have people sit at the zone line waiting for nighttime to end. And while they were sitting there, I think this is one of the best parts, people would just trade buffs back and forth between each other. And they would also trade information. People who had never been through the zone would be like, where does this lead? How do I get through? And when they finally did start to move, when daylight started to break, people would move in packs and kind of follow each other. And it was just, I don't know, it was kind of cool. It kind of gave you that community feel. Even though you're all going to, like, different destinations. Sometimes you're going to the same place, and you'd help each other out, but... Yeah, nighttime, man. It's the right time for love. I'm over in Mistmore tonight with the Druid, and I got a graveyard group going on. Nice. Graveyard is good experience. Sometimes have to contend with the pond if they have a little bit higher level people than maybe they should, you know, they're taking some of your mobs. Just try to do your best South Park voice. Took your jobs. Ooh, standing right next to that Cypher.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was there with Cypher in the City of Mist group. Auto got dropped in about 2 seconds. I was watching that. I was relaxing, camping Brother Q, which took me about, I think I said 10 hours earlier. It was 10 or 12 hours camping that every 20 minutes. Shaking my head right now if you guys can't. Yeah. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I had it coming though. I got both Targ and the Rock. One night, he spawned, I killed him, the group broke up, and within an hour, I decided to make my way over to Lower Guck. As I got there, Rasta spawned. You guys want to hate me, you're more than welcome to, because, yeah, that's pretty extremely lucky, is what I'm getting at. So I had it coming that I would be sitting there trying to get something that should have been an easy spawn, and was not an easy spawn. Brother Q did spawn with his robe. So if you guys have a high-level guild and you still need that piece, you can skip by the entire beginning epic part for a monk and just go kill Brother Q and get his robe.
Where's he? Either one.
Yeah, but Brother Z despawns after 3 hours, so Brother Q is still up unless somebody has killed him, and it takes a good group of level 60s to kill him, or 2 groups of level 50s from what I've told. Never actually killed him myself, so don't hold me to those numbers.
Every time I've seen someone kill him, there's always a druid with a stone.
Falling Down says, I can confirm I play P99 on a MacBook. There is a tutorial on how to do it on the forums. Alright, so it does work. That's what I've been hearing from a lot of other people. I'm glad that they did that, because Mac Community had a different server back on live. And it was kind of a shame that the two never really got to group based off of their computers, you know? Shouldn't really be something that holds them apart. Kind of see that today with consoles. You know, PlayStation people don't get to hang out with Xbox people, and none of those guys get to hang out with computer players. You know, bridge that gap already. Make it multi-platform. There is an 8-minute video on YouTube that linked on the forum on how to run EQ on a Mac. Oh, thank you, Falling Down. Appreciate it, man. Just looked it up, and I need the Everquest Titanium. You do need Everquest Titanium. It talks on the forums of places you can get it. eBay and Amazon, granted, when you look at it, you may see an astronomical price on eBay or Amazon, depending on the month or the day that you look. I have recently seen it for as low as $20 on Amazon, so it doesn't always sell for a crazy amount. But sometimes it's up in like the 200s too, so I think we got left behind. Oh no, we didn't. She saved. She stayed for us, man.
She loves us.
Yeah, she loves me not. Well, she left me behind earlier. It's that purple breastplate, dude. It's like blinding their eyes. I don't know what to say.
It wasn't her.
It wasn't? Somebody else shut
the
the
door?
door?
It was the other one. It was the other rogue.
What? No, I mean like a minute ago. The door.
Oh.
You know.
No, that's your fault for...
It was my fault, yeah.
Oh, we got it named.
Sweet. So, somebody said this guy doesn't spawn very often. We've seen him 3 times tonight.
And he always drops some, I think, a paladin.
Yeah,
Oh no, I'll have to go back through my walk.
I think it was a helmet last time and sleeves. No, it was a weapon or something the first time, right? Something that rotted.
No. It was, I thought it was, there was paladin. And I think it was the ranger sleeves that came off of it.
You sure? I thought something rotted off of this guy last time.
No, nothing rotted. Oh yeah, maybe something did.
Let's see, that's the only semi-hard part. Yeah, once you get that, it's all easy. Gosh, why are you going down so quickly? What are you doing, man?
Yeah, he's doing a thing.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
Oh, they're doing that song. And ninkety.
Deepwater helmet. Epic,
yep.
Dude. Epic.
I already have one. I gotta pass on that.
Somebody got a 96?
Yep. Glad they're using their tool.
Who's on Gym? Who's on Gym Cyber?
It's, I think A got it last time.
So the Chubbs?
Yeah, Chubbs.
Have to crash, but you guys are cool. I hope one day to group with you guys. Have a good night and good luck on Torpor. Thanks for falling down.
Have a good night.
Appreciate it, man. Hope you come back. We're going to be streaming all week. And this weekend, for those of you who are watching, maybe some of you guys played it like Cypher did back in the day. It's a game called Darkfall. It's a EverQuest style game. Came out around the same time, and it is mainly PvP. Kind of cool. We got invited to do a streaming event over there. We're gonna be on like a big ship, and there's gonna be fireworks and explosions and loot handing out and Steam keys to give away. It sounds fun. I'm hoping I'm not making it bigger than it actually is, but you know, from what they've been telling me. And it's a pretty cool game too. I only played a little bit of it so far, mainly the ciphers thing, but I kind of fell in love with it. You know, kind of got a good feel. You can like mine everything. Anything that you see in the game can be like mined. The trees, the rocks, the bushes. You can fish in the ocean.
Everything you wear can be taken.
Yeah.
PvP.
Yeah, everything you wear can be taken, but, and there's a pretty big but on this.
Everything you wear is made by players.
Exactly. So once you have the skill, you can make it again, and chances are while you were making that to level up your skill, you made a lot of it, and you can hold it in the bank, so it won't be taken from you. So in the end, really, when you die, you don't really lose all that much, but you lose enough to make it kind of, you don't want to die that next time. So PvP isn't as scary as it would be in EverQuest, where you could lose like an FBSS that you freaking sat there for like a year and a half trying to get. But yeah, they've already sent me like 20 keys to give away, and they said they're gonna give us some more, so I'm gonna have plenty.
Nice.
Come on out, make sure you guys win some. Hoping to get my Monk Epic this week too. I got Brother Q turn in and Brother Z turn in on him, and he has all the other pieces he needs except for the Chartic Pipe. However, you don't actually have to do that part of the quest first. You can skip over and do Ejag, and then Plane of Sky. There's one more mob after that I can't remember, and then Xeno.
Trump the Sleeping Ogre?
Yeah, there you go. And then you're done.
That's a pure DPS fight, too.
Well, we do got a level 55 rogue that one of us has.
Yep.
And I'll bring my monk, maybe? I mean, I guess my monk has to be there in some form or fashion, but I can always switch over to my cleric if I need to. So either way, some epic kills for monks, in case you guys are interested. And if we can get enough people this weekend after Darkfall, we're going to try to do another open Platehouse raid. If we get even more people than we're expecting, we'll do the arena and just have everything drop.
Yep, I'm down for that. I definitely want to do arena because I want to get my for Skyrim.
Yeah, don't forget to snag these mobs. Yeah, chain would be good.
They're all looted.
I wouldn't mind maybe possibly getting some stuff from my ranger. You know, if my rolls hold out.
Yeah.
Alright, what would you say the best class for helping friends would be? Now, this is kind of a hard question.
That's a very open question.
If you're going with power leveling, if you want to level your other friends faster, then it would probably be Bard. Bard or maybe a Druid. Bard for sure.
I'd say Druid mainly because of the fact that you don't have to be in their or you don't have to have an to get power leveled by them. Bard, they can do it several ways. They can damage shield themselves with their spell, and then they can do a clicky damage shield. Two routes. There's actually a bracer that they can damage shield. There's arms that you can get off fire that damage shield, and there's a ring, the Coldane ring 10 that does a 10 damage shield. So you can do it that route and just kill one by one. So there's many ways that you can parallel the bar.
Yeah, if you're talking about... oh, go ahead.
I've pulled every mob in Blackbird people before to power level them.
Now, if you're talking about other means besides power leveling,
yeah,
there's other classes you can go with. Obviously, any tune that can buff up people, such as a shaman or a cleric.
Cleric, yeah,
will give them a leg up. Mages have a pretty epic damage shield that they can toss onto lowly players that will give them an edge earlier on. Monks are also pretty good because they can sit there and kill a mob if they don't kill it in one shot. Kill a mob, get it down to a low level or low life, and then feign it off. And then if you do the most damage to it after that, you will get the experience for it. So you could possibly kill things far, far higher level than you should be having access to. For an example in that regard, people who kill in the Oasis will sometimes find a very bored or very kind monk who will go over there and fight the giants being level 35 plus. They're get them all the way down to about 8 to 9% when they start running, feign it off, and let the group sit there for the next 5 to 20 minutes, killing it. Obviously, they're like level 10 to 15 players trying to beat down a mob 20 levels higher than them, so they're not hitting it for much, but they are hitting it hard enough. Why is this guy coming after me? What did I do to this dude?
The warrior kind of AFK'd, I think.
No, I just healed him a second ago, so he's getting hit.
No, I mean he was standing there doing
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, I think you had to like turn around or something.
The Giants are a great experience. There is a max to the amount of experience you can gain per mob, regardless of whether it's 60 levels higher than you or whatever. But yeah, Giants, I think, give you that max experience. You get something like, what, 6 or 7% per kill?
I've killed them, and I don't even pay attention. It's oh, there's a giant. Money.
He's a little slow.
You're being hit, or
No, I rooted it. I rooted it on top of our necromancer, who apparently doesn't realize it's rooted. So he was trying to mess it, and I think he did. I was thinking Shami or Druid. Druid is a pretty safe bet. If things go bad, you can gate them out, evac them out, ports around to different places that would be a little harder to get to, so they're not as populated. And the buffs are great. Regen. You get an
damage
AC
shield.
buff, HP buff in there. Yeah, damage shield is good. And as a druid, if they're not on, you have the ability to solo, and you can go to places to get them armor. You know, Siren's Grotto. Well, not Siren's Grotto. Cobalt Scar, I should say. Siren's Grotto, you ain't gonna do nothing in there but die.
I mean, if it's your first character.
Well, no, he's talking about helping other people.
Oh, just helping other people?
Yeah, helping, like, friends that he knows.
I mean, Shaman is one of the best buffers because of the fact that they have the hit points, AC, strength, dex, agility, all of it, plus haste, slows. They really are one of the better, well, not the best utility. I say Bard is the best as far as utility goes.
If I was to sell my warrior's gear, I think is what he was going for, and make a character worth making, I'm thinking Druid for the buffs. I think Druid is a good safe bet. The Clerics will give you the most hit points. Yeah, the area effect, not area effect, the group Heroic Bond and group symbol spell will add on close to 2-something K onto even a lowly player who shouldn't be able to actually have those at his level, but because it is a group spell, you can target yourself and he will then get the buff as well. Pretty nice. I mean, it makes a big difference. But still, I would go with Druid. And the plat, oh my god, the plat you could make from doing ports. There is a guild on this server called Dialaport, and they have been MIA lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I haven't been able to find one on in a long time. Every time I need one, there are no Dialaports on. So I don't know if they've all taken a break, if the guild's not doing too well or what, but you guys need to come back because we need our ports. And I don't want to cold call druids and be like, hey man, you happen to be busy? I see you're in the commons. That's used to be what you had to do, is just do like a who druid 35 to 60. Be like, I understand you're over in Howling Stones, but are you busy? G-Spox, I love my druid so far. Only 25 right now. I have never actually played a druid. My brother did. He was the druid. Every game he played, he was always a druid. So I can't really speak to how great they are personally, but I have watched and seen them do some pretty epic things. He always leveled slower than I did, though. I always got inside a great group in, like, Seb for the day out of the Cleric, and he would be soloing out in, like, Burning Woods or something, and would, like, compare experiences at the end, and I always made more. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.